on African spirituality, and it gendered a lot of uh, attention and comments. Some people supported the article, and a lot of people spoke against it, and they condemned the article. And there are people that claim that the writer was ill-informed, and it doesn't make much sense. And some people who said it was BS, something like that. Everybody is correct. All the people that commented for and against the motion of marijuana use, history, origin, and what are the negative effects of marijuana, and also the positive effects. All of them are correct in a way. There's this saying that this parable of the three blind men and the elephants. When we are asked to give their opinion about the elephant, the one that was touching the leg felt the leg of the elephant, said that the elephant is a tree. The one that touched the side said the elephant is a wall, and the one that also touched the tail said that the elephant is a snake. So this very thing is the same with this topic. The essence of marijuana use in spirituality is something that you can find in various practices of African spirituality. It depends on the user. Okay, so you cannot just say that the use is bad or it is good. If you come into various forms of voodoo or Quimbanda, Palo Mayombe, even Igbe in African spirituality, you find out that a way of getting in touch with the spirits or making contact with the spirit world is through the medium of trance, by taking or ingesting minerals or substances that can trigger that process in the human body. For instance, you will see in African spirituality, we make use a lot of alcohol. The name alcohol is also another name. They call it spirits. It's one way of changing the state of the mind to open up some pathways in the mind of the person so that certain um, heightened sensations can be reached, or the person can be actually in a state of whereby he can easily get messages or impressions from the spirit world. So various practice of African spirituality makes use of alcohol to induce trance. They also make use of marijuana or anything that can get somebody high, marijuana or mushrooms or something like igbogen, or something like you can call this one from South America, Latin America. Uh, there's this particular name for that very plant. Okay, it takes you into a state of trance. You can use that thing too. But I want us to focus on marijuana today. The reason for that is that marijuana is a plant that is 100% natural. Okay, this one does not need any processing. You just get it, and you can smoke it, or you chew it and you get high. Okay, it is way, way better than tobacco. Okay, you just get it. It doesn't need any processing. It's a natural form of highness that is given to us by nature. So this is something that you're going to find in many parts of the world, and it's something that people have been using since almost the beginning of time. Sorry, to get into states of trance or to change their mood. So this very thing, there's a lot of controversy around it. Some people claim that it's there's nothing good that can come out of it, and that it has a negative effect on the mind, on the human body, on the psychic. While other people claim that it is something that is uh, is good, is good for them, and they like it. The truth of the matter is that it's a substance that is here, and everything that have a positive side have a negative side. So marijuana on its own, the way I see it, I will not want to classify it as a drug. I will classify it as a herb uh, that can be used to treat different form of illness, can be used to treat anxiety, depression, uh, high blood pressure, overthinking, and it can also be used as a laxative. It can be used to induce uh, different states of consciousness. And you can also use it to make contact with the spirit world. You can also use it as a recreational uh, medicine for partying, feeling high, feeling good about yourself. You can also use it to get inspiration from the heater, from the spirit world, as we know. One very major positive advantage of marijuana is that you can use it to get inspiration to do many things that you want to do. A lot of musicians that we know today, a lot of artists, a lot of people in the creative industry, they are been known to be advanced users of marijuana. Okay, it is something that some people can actually connect with, and for some people, it is the El Dorado that they are looking for, the paradise. Okay, so it is something that some people cannot do without. The inspirations from marijuana can be far-reaching, can be overwhelming, can also be life-changing, can also be generational changing too as well. We have had notable artists in the past, especially somebody from Nigeria like Fela, the great legendary Fela Kuti of blessed memory. Everybody knows this man that is he was the greatest and is still the greatest musician that came out of Nigeria, if not the whole Africa. Fela can be regarded as the greatest. There's no musician in the history of Nigeria as it is today that is greater than that man called Fela Kuti. Go and ask anybody, they will tell you this. There's no musician greater than him. And this man, during his lifetime, he was an avid or ardent weed smoker. He smokes marijuana openly. He smokes it. In fact, that is his trademark. His weed, his Mondo is the biggest one. He smokes marijuana every day. And his music is inspired by the marijuana that he smokes. And he was able to use this marijuana inspired music to revolutionize and bring awakening, conscious awakening, especially to the corruption of the government. He was able to use this music to transform and inform and enlighten and educate the whole nation and the whole world. So with this man, with this marijuana, you cannot tell me that marijuana is that bad. If this man can use this marijuana to create music, that till tomorrow, the music, they are all legendary music. You can tell me that there's something good that come out of these plants. Okay, it's not all that bad. So till today, we still have the African shrine in Lagos in Nigeria. That is its legacy. That is the only place you can actually come to Nigeria and you can go and smoke your weed legally. If you are visiting Nigeria, you want to smoke weed, you want to smoke Igbo without any harassment from any law enforcement agents, just go to Fela Shrine. Just tell the taxi, take me to Fela Shrine, and you can go there, you can smoke weed as much as you like, and nobody's going to come touch you. That is because of Fela. He created that place, that legacy. Even world presidents have been there. Any top VIP that smoke weed, you come to Nigeria, you want to smoke weed, you go to Fela Shrine and you smoke all the weed you want. Everything is there. Nobody's going to talk to you, to harass you. This is his legacy. So weed is not all that bad. Till today, we still have musicians that openly smoke weed. And they profess that weed is what is motivating them. For Burna Boy is a weed smoker. Doesn't hide it. Everybody know when uh, you want to ask for him to come to your show. One of the requirements you must pay for his weed. He always write the weed inside there. You will pay for his weed. He smokes weed. Another one called Naira Marley is another weed smoke. We have so many weed smoking artists in Nigeria. Many of them are Igbo smokers. Okay. Now the Igbo night inspired them. Now here's the truth. Many people smoke weed in the world, not only in Nigeria. They smoke it for inspiration. They smoke it for motivation. They smoke it for enjoyment, for recreation. They smoke it for anything they want to smoke it for. Okay, so weed smoking, some people like it. When it comes to the place of spirituality, and let me remind you, Fela was a very, very spiritual person as well. He was a proponent of African spirituality. When you talk about African spirituality, you are talking about Fela, and he smokes weed a lot. So for me, I don't say that because you practice African spirituality, you must also smoke weed. Me, I don't smoke weed, but I used to smoke when I was a teenager. I started smoking when I was like 13 years. When I was in GSS2, I started active smoking, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed. I smoked for more than 20 years before I stopped. So I know about weed. I'm not just talking about something that I have no idea. Yes, I don't smoke Igbo. Okay. So get over it. It is not a big deal. During my time, it was even much better. When I was smoking weed, we smoke natural weeds, original one I with the smoke, not this synthetic GMO nonsense that is all over the world. Now, we did not smoke GMO. Nowadays, I feel sorry for weed smokers because a lot of the weeds that they are smoking now is not natural weed anymore. The industry have been taken over by big pharma. Now we have synthetic weeds all over the place that poisons and destroy your body system. This is a major problem. Now, instead of you getting original weed, you'll be seeing things they call in lard, Canada lard, SK, uh, Arizona, Colorado. All these are different polluted strains of the original weeds. When people smoke this, they go mad. There's even the worst one now. They call them colos. People that smoke that one, a lot of them are mad already. That one is even the worst one. So the problem of drug abuse is there. Drug addiction is there. Okay, part of this reason is what I we want, what we propel me to be speaking against smoking weed with spirituality. Okay, because the danger for the person to get into stronger variants or worse variants of this weed is there. Okay, maybe today you get original weed, you smoke it today, tomorrow you smoke original weed, the next day you didn't see that original weed, then somebody will offer you something else as an alternative. Then you will look, oh, I need weed, I don't have any, let me just try this one. Then somebody will go and give you Colos or Colorado. Then when you smoke it, you go mad. This is a problem that is we are having now in the society. This is why I have to stand against smoking of all these things, because it's very easy for somebody to move from what is good into what is not so good and into what is very, very, very bad. You see where I'm going with this, okay? The area of the marijuana industry now, it is very, very polluted, corrupted, and convoluted. So it's very easy for somebody that is a weed smoker to get into what they don't really supposed to get into. And this is a big problem. So we need to find a way to stop this. This is a major problem. And a lot of governments, they don't know how to deal with this. Okay. Now that Big Pharma is coming in to take over the marijuana markets, what they are doing is that they are trying to make it uh, into something they can control. In the time past, when weed or marijuana was outrightly banned by the American government and other government, they could not control it. They have no way of modifying it. And it is way much cheaper than alcohol. And when people smoke it, people have this feeling of unity, that Rasta feeling of one love, peace, and unity. And they use it as a way to unite and live their own life that cannot be controlled by the government. The government does not like this, especially the American government. So they have to criminalize and ban weed in the 70s and 80s, arresting people, locking people up. Anybody that smoke weed, you go to jail, even though it's something that is natural. They equate it with cocaine. But now that they have seen that they can actually control this substance with the invent of genetically modified organisms, they are now decriminalizing it, and now big pharma is coming to now sell you polluted versions of the original thing. Same thing they did with tobacco. When they control the cigarette market, they make it legal now. They can sell you poisons legally to kill you before your time. Same thing they want to do with weed. They want weed to be more addictive. They want it to have different product labels whereby you smoke Benson and Edgy, some people smoke St. Maurice, some smoke Rothmans. They want weed to be like that. They want you to be addicted to the product, and you can't do without that product. So what they did is that they have now kind of make sure that they go after, they destroy the original organic marijuana. Then they can only sell the fake variety to you, which is the strains we see: Canada Lad, SK, Arizona, this Colorado nonsense that they are selling to people now that has been legalized in so many countries. So once you start smoking that, you get hooked, and you cannot do without their product anymore. You have to buy it for the rest of your life or for the rest of your smoking life. So now they can make money off you. Why you die slowly or quickly is not their business. As far as you want to get high, they can make you get high. So the question now is that how can you get high organically and align it with your spiritual practice? This is the problem. For those people that say they must smoke, well, I cannot tell people to live their life the way they want to live their life. Everybody is an adult, okay? If you say you want to smoke, nobody should be able to tell you not to smoke, okay? But we need to look about the future of things. Everybody have different capacity. If something is not good for me, it doesn't mean that I will tell people not to do it, okay? If smoking is not good for me, I cannot say you cannot smoke because I don't smoke. This is the problem with Christianity. Telling people what to do with their life, telling people you should not drink alcohol because I don't drink alcohol, therefore alcohol is a sin. I cannot say that, okay? If alcohol is good for you, it makes you happy, it makes you live your life, it brings color and variety to your life, please, by all means, drink your alcohol. As far as you will have peace drinking your alcohol, I am okay with it, okay? If weed makes you happy, it gives you inspiration, it motivates you, it suits your ganja, according to my friends. If it suits your ganja, please, by all means, smoke it. As far as you don't go around robbing people, beating people, misbehaving, talking trash, doing anything, you are free to do whatever you want to do. As far as it makes you productive, efficient, and effective, I am okay with it. I cannot come and tell you that because I don't smoke, you too must not smoke. Okay? Not be me born you. Not me be your papa. I have no rights. And you too have no right to tell me that because you don't drink alcohol, I cannot also drink my own alcohol too. Because you don't drink it, then I am a sinner. You have no rights to tell me that. Okay? You are crossing your boundary. You don't a match line. There's a reason why I do this libation thing and why I bring this thing on this channel. Let me tell you one secret today. You know why I bring this, my traditional alcohol here? There are some people that believe that this is a sin. There are some religions that say that thou shalt not drink alcohol, that it is sinful, that their gods, their Allah say that it's a sin. So they don't drink. So those people, I don't want them to be on this channel. If you say that alcohol is not good, then you don't need to talk to me. Okay? You don't need to talk to me because we are not the same. So if something, you are not doing something, you don't have right to say, somebody will not do the same, the thing. It's good for my body. If it's not good for your body, leave it for me. Okay? Not be your problem with that. Let me deal with it. Now me, I get them. Now my body, now my life. Okay? Not be you born me, not be you they feed me. You can't tell me what I supposed to do or what I supposed to do. Because somebody know they eat meat. It not mean say other people not go fit eat meat. I tire for you. Every man to his own kettle. I be not be so they talk. See me, I don't drink my alcohol now. for those witches and wizards, those hypocrites that say alcohol is not good, you don't need to come to my channel because we drink alcohol on this channel. And not only this, we give it to our juju, to the drink them. Okay, so if you know you don't want to contaminate your spirit, body, and soul with alcohol, don't come to this channel. Unsubscribe from the channel, especially those people in the Middle East that always wear garments. They know it here they talk. Those people that pray to the East 5 times a day. We they drink alcohol for this channel. So washing me is a sin. Okay, if you wash me in this channel, you will not go to heaven. Yes, so you're not going to go heaven, no. They're not going to accept you. So come on for here. I need to talk to people like Una. They talk to people way if you deal with the situation. Those are the people that I am here for. Okay. So this is not my own. You have your own too. I cannot go and tell you that you cannot marry 4 wives. I cannot also tell anybody that they cannot smoke because I don't smoke. It will be very, very stupid of me. So the only thing I have to say, anything that you can do or you do that bring peace to you, that brings that tranquility, that balance, as far as you are not hurting anybody, you are not misbehaving, you are not committing crime, as far as it brings happiness to you, please, by all means, do it. If smoking weed will help you to bring peace or will inspire you to bring an idea that will add color and happiness to this life, by all means, smoke all your weeds. I support you. Continue to smoke the weeds. I can even buy for you, Seth. As far as it will bring peace, come. So now the way I see the matter, I don't see the government have no right to be telling people what to do and what not to do. The best thing the government can do actually is to regulate it. Because whether the government like or not, people will still smoke. Every day you see government saying that they ban, they catch people for drug trafficking. People still do it every day. People will always be people. So the best thing governments can do is to regulate this thing. Regulate it, put laws. Okay, so people, if you want to smoke, age limits, this is important. You have to regulate it, then tax it. This is the only way forward. If not, you will keep putting people in jail for indefinite time. And it is not good for the government too. So they need to work out a win-win situation. And also the problem of the proliferation of this weed, these contaminated strains that are out there, killing people, they need to find a way to regulate it. Because now we have so many poisonous weed out there. Most of our youths now, if you come to my city now, there's a lot of young people that are mad. You can say that Warri is the capital of mad people in the country now, in the whole of Nigeria. If you come to Warri, every junction in my town now, you see like 4 mad people in every junction. And most of the time, they're always naked. This is an eyesore. The government is not talking about it. People need to talk about them. All the crazy people, where they crazy, why are they always naked in the town? It's an eyesore, and it is drugs. Now, drugs. These new drugs, they call colos. When they smoke it, it mends their brain, destroys them. So you cannot see me. I cannot talk good to me about weed because you're not gonna know where you go take from weed enter colos. It's just a thin line, just a very thin line that you can switch from smoking the weed, the real stuff to the bad stuff. And once you get to that bad stuff, it's finished. So I cannot support smoking of weed because of this very danger that I'm seeing in my front. Now, small, people say, now clap, they enter dance. First of all, you start from cigarette. From cigarette, you start from weed. From weed, you enter Ghana. From Ghana, you enter SK, Arizona. Before you know, you enter Colos. From Colos, you enter cocaine. From cocaine, you enter heroin. So we need to stop it early, to nip it in the bud by discouraging it. This is why I speak against it, because I've seen the damage this is doing to our youth. So, and it's not funny. If you think it's funny, go out there, you come to my city, you see that this is a lot of youths are drug addicts. A lot of young girls, young boys, teenagers are serious drug addicts. Why? Let me just take one hit. from one hit to two hits. Before you know, you become one hit wonder. So this is a problem right now. Drug addiction, drug abuse is a very big problem. This is the reason why I post that article on the I post that article yesterday. We need to find a way to solve this situation, and definitely we can't wait for the governments to do it. Governments are controlled by private sectors that are interested in making profits, and they don't care as far as they make profit off you. They sell their products to you. They don't care whether you die, you live or die. As far as they are making profit, they are okay. Now we have so many kind of weed strains all over the world now. To see original marijuana is very, very difficult. And the so-called medical marijuana, how medical is this medical marijuana is another problem. We need to ask the medical marijuana, what illnesses can it actually heal? How can we be able to uh, officially utilize this medical marijuana for people that really need it? This is another issue. For people that are practicing their spirituality, I have seen people that they go into trance easily when they smoke weed. Okay, people use it for going into trance a lot. It is very, very normal to see this happening. So, but do you have to rely on it all the time? You don't want to be in a situation whereby without smoking igbo you cannot connect or hear from the spirits. Do we have to rely on it all the time for connection? We have to find another way or a better way. So one good thing about it is that it will connect you. Once you smoke weed, you can use it for astral projection. You can use it to time travel. You can use it to make direct contact with the deities. It is very, very good for that. Okay. But you still need to know how to be doing things by yourself. If there's no weed, you cannot make contact. You can learn how to meditate. You should be able to learn new skills, learn how to do things efficiently, learn how to do things very well. So this is the way I see it. Then for people that smoke weed, I've seen people that claim that it makes them focus more on their spiritual life. And this is true. And I've seen people that claim that weed makes them to function well. This is also true. I've seen people when I was working in the corporate world, I know people that they smoke weed every day to go to work. Without the smoking the weed, they cannot function. But they don't misbehave. We like on their habits? No. It is something they like doing. Just like the way some people like drinking alcohol. Some people like eating meats. Some people like eating jollof rice, fried rice. They can eat it every day. It's just an hobby. Some people like drinking sugar every day. People have what they like doing. Okay. The matter is that too much of everything is bad. Too much of smoking is also bad. Too much of eating certain kind of food is also bad. So when you indulge in a certain habit too much, like if somebody that like junk food every day, you go to KFC and you eat all these things, what will happen? You become obese. It is a result. If you smoke too much, you can get cancer. It is the direct result. Not any which they worry you. Too much of everything is bad. Same thing with the smoking of the weeds. If you smoke weed too much, it can affect your brain. We kill your brain cells, can affect your body. So you need to know all these things, that too much of everything is a problem. So there's need for regulation. Quite naturally, you see that most employers of labor, they don't really care what their employees do as far as their employees are effective and productive. Most employers of labor, if you have employees that smoke weed every day, you know that this employee is smoke weed every day. As far as that employee is 100% productive, efficient, and it makes money for you, most employers will turn a blind eye to the situation. They will not say anything as far as that guy that smokes the weed is producing, is working, at always on his decks on time, doing the work, making money for the company, and it does not misbehave. Most employers will say nothing. They will keep quiet. They will cover it under the rug. They will only start complaining when the employer start misbehaving, as in coming late to work, as being arguing or quarreling with other employees. That's the only time they will talk. But as far as you can put your habit under wraps, nobody will say anything about it. I know people that that go to work, they do their work, they are good family members, good husbands, good, but they weed every day. As far as they are not misbehaving, it is okay. It's a win-win situation. This is what they like to do. They enjoy doing it. This is their life. You cannot tell them anything to do. As far as whatever you are doing is making you feel good and you are productive, you are effective, you are not a liability. By all means, they should be allowed to do what they want to do. This is the reason I don't talk when I see these people. Okay? If you have a friend that drinks all the time, as far as he doesn't misbehave, you cannot call him a drunkard. You cannot call him a drunkard as far as he doesn't misbehave. You can only call him a drunkard when he's falling on the street, vomiting on himself, and insulting people. That's the only way you can call him a drunkard. As far as he drinks, gets up on time, goes out, drive to work safely, and does his bits, you cannot call that man a drunkard. That man is a gentleman. He minds his business. He will be respected and he should be respected. Okay? This is the way life is. So when it comes to the area of marijuana, it is the same thing for me. If you love the weed, by all means, it makes you feel high, and you are not a nuisance, you are not a liability, you are not a minus. You can live, you are free to live your life. It's your life. Okay, everybody cannot be the same. Everybody cannot be drinking alcohol. Everybody cannot smoke weed. For the people that like it, they should do it. This is why we are here. Nobody should come to regulate your behavior for you as an adult. The only way people will regulate your behavior is if you start misbehaving. That is why the community will come out to say, no, you are overdoing it. Then we have to regulate this behavior. As far as you do it with maturity, as far as you do it responsibly, you will not have any problem. Okay, this is how I see the matter. So marijuana and African spirituality can go together if the people that are doing it are matured people and they know what they are doing. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, it's your life. I cannot tell you how to live your life. Okay, you cannot also tell me how to live my life too. You don't have that rights. I not give you that. I not give you that freedom. So that's why I see the matter. So weed is good for people that it is good for. Okay, by all means, if you smoke your weed, smoke it well, smoke it responsibly. Be a good husband, be a good wife, be a good productive member to society, and do your best. If you are a musician, give us good music. If you are anything you are doing, use it to inspire the world, transform the world, make a difference with your life. Don't just smoke weed for nothing. Use your weed smoking to challenge us, to bring color and uh, variety, to bring happiness to the world. Okay, there must be something good from it. Don't use it to go and be fighting and killing people, robbing and stabbing people. This is not the way it should go. Okay, so this is the way I see it too. Questions and comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. I will also like to know your opinions about marijuana. It's a good thing, but I have to speak against it because it can be easily abused. This is why I speak against it. And this is why I posted that article, because I've seen so many young people started with marijuana and then they end up with something else and then their life is destroyed. So I cannot encourage it because the danger is too much out here, especially in a place like Nigeria. We have serious drug problems. So I cannot encourage it for anybody, even the good side, the bad side. I will tell you not to do it because I don't know when the person will switch to want to experiment further. And then we say that somebody encouraged you to this lifestyle. No, I don't. I cannot support it. The dangers are too much right now. Okay, a lot of people are going mad in the country. A lot of youths are getting mad because of drug addiction. So it's too dangerous now. So this is the way I see you. But if you are mature, you can handle yourself. Do your own thing. Oh, you have your life to live. So this is the matter. The whole issue. Questions or comments are welcome. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell close to the subscribe button. And please, if you have not gotten my book, you need to get the book. This book, Whispers of Amente, Pathways to Ascension. This is the book that will connect you to the ancient African gods of African spirituality. And if you want to know the truth about Africa, you want to open those pathways, this will help you. We put you into trance faster than wait. Okay, once you have this knowledge, nobody can take it from you. Then if you want to know about spells, walking in the shadow of the gods, this book is a very powerful book that will help you too. You need to get this book, get the knowledge inside. and start using it and taking advantage of it. Okay. Then, if you want to know about quantum physics and African spirituality, this is the book that will also help you as well. So please get your hands on this book and do the needful. If you also want to do your Oracle Tarot readings, I do all those things as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much and I wish you a very wonderful day. And I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.